The Spanish Armada, launched by King Philip II of Spain in 1588, was a formidable naval fleet intended to invade England and overthrow Queen Elizabeth I. This historical event is renowned for England's defiant stand against the powerful Spanish fleet. Here are key aspects of the Spanish Armada. 1. Background. Tensions between Catholic Spain and Protestant England had been escalating due to religious differences, political rivalries, and English support for the Dutch Revolt against Spanish rule. King Philip II sought to restore Catholicism in England by overthrowing Queen Elizabeth I. 2. Spanish fleet. The Spanish Armada consisted of around 130 ships, including galleons, galleys, and auxiliary vessels. It was commanded by the Duke of Medina Sidonia and was considered a powerful force both in terms of size and firepower. 3. English Navy. The English fleet, under the command of Lord Howard of Effingham and Sir Francis Drake, was significantly smaller than the Spanish Armada. English ships were more maneuverable and featured long-range cannons. 4. Tactics and strategy. The Spanish strategy involved transporting troops from the Netherlands to the coast of England, where they would be joined by the Armada. The English, aware of the Armada's superiority in close combat, employed hit-and-run tactics, harassing the Spanish fleet from a distance. 5. The battle. The Armada set sail in May 1588, but faced storms and harassment by the English fleet along the way. The decisive engagement occurred in the English Channel in July 1588, where the English used fire ships to disrupt the Spanish formation. The English then engaged the disorganized Armada in the Battle of Gravelines, inflicting significant damage. 6. The storm, the Protestant wind. After the Battle of Gravelines, the Armada attempted to return to Spain, but encountered severe storms in the North Atlantic. The storms, sometimes referred to as the Protestant wind, caused extensive damage to the Armada, leading to further losses. 7. Aftermath. The surviving Spanish ships limped back to Spain, and the Armada's failure marked a turning point in the conflict between Spain and England. The defeat of the Armada boosted English morale, solidified Queen Elizabeth I's reign, and contributed to England's emergence as a maritime power. 8. Long-term impact. The defeat of the Spanish Armada had profound consequences for European geopolitics. It weakened Spain's dominance in naval affairs and contributed to the decline of the Spanish Empire. England's victory marked the beginning of its ascendancy as a major maritime and colonial power. 9. Cultural significance. The Spanish Armada and England's successful defense against it became a source of national pride and were celebrated in literature, ballads, and historical accounts. The event is often seen as a symbol of the resilience of a smaller, more agile force against overwhelming odds. The impact on naval warfare. The Spanish Armada marked a shift in naval warfare tactics. The success of the English fleet demonstrated the importance of maneuverability, long-range firepower, and innovative strategies over sheer numbers. The use of fire ships, in particular, became a notable tactic employed by naval forces in subsequent centuries. 11. Political ramifications. The defeat of the Armada was a blow to Spanish prestige and power. It significantly weakened Philip II's influence in Europe and diminished Spain's capacity to challenge Protestant dominance. The geopolitical balance in Europe began to shift, with Spain's decline and England's rise as a major naval and colonial power. 12. Religious implications. The conflict between Catholic Spain and Protestant England had profound religious implications. The victory of the Protestant English was seen by many as a triumph for the Protestant cause and a setback for the Counter-Reformation. It further entrenched the religious divide in Europe during this period. 13. Commemoration and legacy. The Spanish Armada has left a lasting legacy in the historical memory of both Spain and England. In England, the defeat of the Armada is remembered as a moment of national unity and resilience. Queen Elizabeth I's famous speech at Tilbury, rallying her troops, is a memorable part of this narrative. In Spain, the Armada's failure is a somber chapter, symbolizing the limits of imperial ambitions and the challenges faced by the Habsburg monarchy. 14. Continuing maritime rivalry. The Spanish Armada did not mark the end of maritime conflict between European powers. The competition for control of overseas territories, trade routes, and colonial dominance continued to shape international relations for centuries. 15. Lessons learned. The Spanish Armada serves as a historical lesson on the importance of adaptability, strategy, and the use of technological advantages in military conflicts. It highlights the unpredictable nature of naval warfare and the impact of environmental factors on military campaigns. In conclusion, the Spanish Armada stands as a pivotal event in the history of Europe, influencing the course of politics, religion, and naval warfare. The defeat of the Armada had far-reaching consequences that reverberated through subsequent centuries, contributing to the rise of England as a maritime power and reshaping the geopolitical landscape of the early modern period.